What's up guys, Will here with Montana Mountain UTV, and I've got a mountain of boxes behind me. Yep, we've got EVO Evolution Power Sports Big Turbo kit here. It's their P54 500 kit, and it's gonna go on this bad boy right here, a brand new 2024 Polaris Pro R 4-seater, and it's gonna get set up for the sand dunes. So check it out. We're gonna be able to do 3 different modes: 91 octane, 110 octane, and E85 with the tap clutches and everything on here. Be close to 500 horsepower. Check it out. The orange. Put a lighter one on there, it's gonna be way sweet. All right guys, I am about an hour and a half into this thing. I've got a few pages knocked down. Yeah, it's about 7:30 a.m. and I'm just unboxing some stuff here. Got a timing tensioner cover right here that actually has a port on it. So I got the timing tensioner cover off there. Gonna install this port and keep on rocking, folks. Staying organized. Got a lot of teardown stuff. This is mostly going to be going back on. Some of it I would imagine. This is going to be going away. Recycling and garbage. Still needs to be unboxed. Stuff that is unboxed. Razor's over here monitoring it and making sure nothing disappears or moves on me. Got code shooter and cables, waste gates, fuel pumps, mufflers, yeah, fun stuff. You help me? All right. Get this intercooler. The cage with those spring washers under there. I've got Loctite on the bolts. And I've got the harnesses going into the cage, they call it, for access in there. I'll set her on the vehicle. Okay guys, it's time to bolt up the header. Let's take a look here. This that I'm holding is not just the bolts taped to it there. I imagine there's a manifold gasket in there as well. It's kind of how they do things when they package up a manifold gasket to protect it. We've got a really cool custom EVP header where it's going to send things upward. We've also got a nice torque bolt sequence right here. And then we've got 22 foot-pounds on there. We've got the nice snap-on digital torque wrench in murdered out in black. Yep, we're gonna get that set up. Follow the torque sequence here, get that bolted on. I'm probably gonna use a little Loctite on those too. I just don't wanna see them backing off. Probably go with some blue, not anything crazy like some red. Bolts ready with blue Loctite and the conical washer in place. I want to make sure that this surface is clean. None of the debris from the old gasket is on there. I'm just going to give it a wipe down because this new gasket does not have any material. It's all a stainless gasket. Oh. Alright. It's important to manage this gasket. Just kidding. Okay, got the wastegate loosely clamped onto the header. Gonna get this sweet P54 turbo turb ski, as Cleater would say. My favorite channels. And of course our fabrication guy. So, okay, I'm gonna clock all these clamps the right way. So I can get to them. Like that. Okay, get her tightened up. It all fits together nicely. No binding. Get her tightened up here. Maybe. That's not good. You stay. Right here. Want it snug so it won't fall, but so I can still kind of move it around. Good. Okay, I've got to install the mid pipe to wastegate dump. It looks like that will line up nicely. Okay, get some clamps on here, get some NICs on my clamps. Good to go. The turbo is mounted. I've got an oil supply line coming from down here right by the oil filter where you remove a little plug. See if I can get that tightened up. And then it comes around over here to the turbocharger. It looks like that's not the right fitting. Great. See what we can do there. So this is intercooler to turbo charge tube, and it's getting a little plug in that hole. And then this one is going to be intercooler to throttle body charge tube, and this is where the actual blow-off valve is going to mount in that bad boy right there. You get a clamp in here, clamp. I like assembling everything with Silglide when we're using this, anything rubber, coolant hoses, O-rings, anything. It's nice to use a little bit Silglide as they go together, and will help keep things fresh. Make sure that's good and tight, and blow-off valve will be mounted. Okay, that's what the coolant reservoir should look like after mounting there when you pull the ECM. Got the alternator cover back on, getting all my hoses routed and fittings tightened before I move on. I'll be doing some coolant routing here next. Going pretty well. About halfway through the paper instructions, it looks like. Hard half, easy half, that I do not know. Okay, as I get these injectors changed out, I'm trying to dump the old fuel out. Oof, right into the garbage. They say to blow the fuel out, especially if you're gonna go to like E85. You want to. All right, I've got the factory spark plug pulled out here, and it says to regap the OEM spark plugs to 0.018, and then put them back in there. So let's see where that's going to be. Basically, I'm showing their gap right now at 0.035. So it wants me to tighten up that gap quite a bit. You can see it slides along here on a little snap-on gapper, 0.35. So in order to close up that gap a little bit, you just want to tap it a little, and then see if you can open that gap up. Start at the narrowest spot. Basically, 0.20 is the lowest spot on this gapper, so I just want to open that gap up right below. So real tight. There we go. Put it back in. All right, it's about 1:30 now. I'm getting the boost control solenoid mounted. Oh boy, is he waking up? Yeah. All right, so I have a little puppy naps there. Boost control solenoid, really nice compared to what a factory turbo Polaris unit gets. Yeah, that plastic piece of Okay, so anyways, we've got this mounted to the bed frame rail here. I've got the airbox relocated, just to kind of update you. All spark plugs are in. You put this heat shielding on these 21-inch lines, and really nice fittings here. Getting this all set up, and this is going to hook right onto the wastegate. This will actuate the wastegate, boost control. Actuator is what it's referred to by Polaris. They call it a module here from EVO. Okay, I'll tuck this down in here, and we're gonna find it under here. And I'm just gonna make the connection to the wastegate, which, like I say, all these fittings are pretty nice. Like, all the quality of all the parts are much better than like factory turbo stuff you'd get on Polaris or Can-Am for that matter. So yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, now I'm to the part where I get to plug in some wires. Nice thing is, it's all just kind of plug and play. I don't even have like a ring terminal to hook into power. They call this a Kaizen relay. I'm going to plug into the factory relay portion underneath the dash in the storage compartment. I'll pop that open. All right, it is Monday, so on Mondays I do intermittent fasting. I don't eat all day, or I won't eat for 20 hours. And I'm feeling good about this time, rather than that after lunch, like, oh, grog. So now is when you feel your best. So let's rock and roll, boys. Are you feeling good? We got a big fight. Razor's limping, and Blue's face is all swelled up, huh, Blue? Yeah, you're right, bud. All right, under here is your diagnostic port, and here is the harness that I just plugged in. We're going to do a little trickery here. Boom, boom. And then this one can go back into here, and if you have to plug stuff in, that's where you plug it in. Diagnostic and or code shooter, aka change modes. Okay, that zip tied up into there so it's not hanging down. Nice. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I've got wires tucked in down the dash through the front. I'm gonna access all this to get to the fuel pump, route that big cable back here, plug into the extra boost controller and all the plugins that we need to do back there. I'm just kind of picking up right now, getting all the cardboard out of here, getting organized, get tools put away, and get ready for tomorrow. Because I set aside a whole nother day on this, not in a hurry. You can see the instructions I've gone through and what I need to go. Not too bad. Catch can, fuel pump, clutches, plug-ins, wires, start up tomorrow. All right, guys, it's time. It's Tuesday 2nd. I finally got the ECM back. We've got it set up on 110. I just filled it up with 110 octane. And yeah, it's drizzling out here now on the wrap. Great. Been trying to keep it dry. Yeah, so I'm super nervous, but I'm ready to do a test fire on this thing. Long awaited test fire. Here in fuel pump. Climbing up. Let's see what it does. Sounds like something's leaking to me. That's great. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, I've got trailer tires, hub assembly, all kinds of fun stuff going on. I'm not actually working on the boat, just doing stuff on the boat trailer. But of course, I've been anxious about this, and that was an exhaust leak. It's the what do we call this here, little wastegate deal. It's hitting on the block up here, created a little gap down in there, so I'm actually gonna have to try and pry down on it and tighten up the clamp. I've got a long extension to go in here, so we'll see if that helps. Oh boy. Got 5 gallons in it. The sending unit's not reading right. Alright, looks like I may have to add some weight to this clutch to lower the RPM. I'm gonna go drive it again, and we'll see where the RPM's sitting. Engagement's good, right around 2,000. Thing is just super fun to drive. We're gonna get it ready with the paddle tires on it here. See, I've got the paddles on the Mavar over there, and the fronts are on this bad boy. 35-inch destroyers. Getting the lighted side of things here. Some fuel grenades, looking pretty good. I like the color scheme. It's bright. It's gonna be different. You're gonna see it. Yeah. Alright guys, we're here at the dunes, and so far the Pro R has been doing awesome at the dunes at Choke Cherry Hill is what I meant to say. Obviously we're at the dunes, and I've got my cool guy goggles on, but I'm gonna make a run up here real quick with the Mav R. I might put it into Sport Plus mode. Let's see what it does. Mine carried speed better than that, didn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that thing ripped. I think I like caught a little air at the top, over the top. It was crazy. I had to like kind of let out. That's what this will do too. If you feel like you're going fast enough to just shoot it, just go straight. Okay. And turn around and try and look for the tracks where they come down. Granted, he's got a car full of people. That is your turbo lamp. Now he's gonna get it. Now. See how he turned out though, so he didn't get stuck. He knew he was slowing down, so he just turned out. All right, here we go. 35-inch sand destroyer. Yep, I recommend you run two-wheel drive. He's just getting used to the vehicle there. And obviously it looked like he had plenty of speed to boost that. Let's see what he does this next one. Beautiful morning, not too hot out yet. Oh yeah, he can go all the way. Hopefully that was him just letting out of the throttle. Yep. He's gonna have to hold that sucker to the wood and just go right over the top. Cool. Alright, Mario said I could try it, so I'm gonna give it a shot once. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. This thing's got so much power. Oh, you have to put the seatbelt on before you close the door on the Polaris. That probably won't hold me in, but I'll hang on. Okay. Woo! Yeah, that tire came off the ground there for sure. I like the feel of the four-seater better in the dunes for sure. Just a little safer. Yeah! Woo! That's worth the money. Spot on. Good job to EVO. My goodness, yeah, they set up and tap clutches. All you guys, good job. Wow. Woo. Shifting nice, gauging nice, and RPM feels great. Let her cool down. Only running 190 too.